Greetings, everybody. Today I will be presenting with my partner, Destiny or Namvola, for our African music, Griot and Haitian Vodoun documentary project for English. To begin with, we'll start with our table of contents. What are our music genres and where do they come from? What are their similarities and differences? Examples of songs we found, some interviews we have of our personal family and friends that relate to these genres, our own experiences with these genres, and our conclusion. So, to start with, what are these music genres? So, my music genre that I chose was Haitian Vodoun. And I chose this music genre because it closely relates to my culture as a Haitian, not Haitian American, but Haitian. The influences come from the Yoruba and Dahomey with combined tribes all around Africa. So I have a chart that shows these connections. And Vodoun is essentially the livelihood of Haitian people. So most Haitians in Haiti are members of the Catholic Church, as Catholicism is considered the official religion of Haiti because of the 1685 Code de Noir, which is a French decree that forced us to practice Christianity and abandon Vodoun altogether. Upper class Haitians placed their faith in the church and Christianity, completely abandoning Vodoun altogether. But Vodoun is not just a spiritual practice. It is practical and philosophical and applies to every aspect of everyday life. Vodoun proposes the ideology that man has a material body that holds the soul, or esprit. The esprit can achieve the status of a loi, or a divinity, and represents natural and moral principles. The loi have the ability to take hold of a living person's physical body or possession.
African griot music. So, what is a griot? A griot is a storyteller to the fullest extent. Other titles for them are jolly, jelly, griots, and jeweler. They are the ones who collect the stories of the world, more specifically where they are located, such as their community or village, and retell them to the rest of the world. They learn family stories, history, traditions, and other important information, memorize it, and turn it into a more elaborate story that they can share. Many times, hidden messages are weaved into their words. They are the greatest narrators, preservers, and informers and artists. Griots have existed for pretty much since the dawn of civilization, but they are commonly traced back to the Malinke Empire in the 13th century, which is 1201 to 1300. This encompassed parts of Niger, Guinea, Mali, Senegal, Ivory Coast, and Gambia, and was started by Sunjata Keita. Griots also preserved genealogy and family lineage, and were also considered to have stronger connections with the spirit. Some griots served as advisors to royal families and could give insight into political actions. This position is often seen in historical African TV shows and movies as one who is beside the community leader, assisting their decisions using historical knowledge and messages from ancestors or spirits. Griots are also sometimes divine healers, medicine men and women, trained leaders, and help people gain the knowledge necessary to come of age. So, like, they help in rites of passage. The responsibility of being a griot is typically passed down through genealogy, and most kings and queens had griots, such as Sunjata Keita, Kankan Musa, Queen Njinga, Queen Amina, and Queen Makeda. Multiple griots have formed powerful lineages with passed down responsibility, such as the Kuyate line started by Wale Feseke, Sunjata's griot. Some more examples of renowned griot lineages are Tumani Diabate, who comes from 70 generations of griots, and Yusul Njor, whose mother was a Wolof jelly of a longer line of griots. Griots are also musicians and are known for telling their stories with an instrument in hand or played by someone else for them in the background. Common instruments used by griots are the kora, salam, mpo, balafon, ngoni, drums, and karini. Thanks to the sounds of these and other instruments, as well as creativity, modern griots are able to turn their stories into recorded songs that we can listen to. Examples of this are the telling of Sanjata, an epic of Old Mali, and griots like Fatamata Diawara, Sona Jabarte, Salab Keita, Miriam Makeba, Pinariwen, Boubacar Traore, Les Nubians, Balake Sissoko, Lubiana, and Bataugali. Griot storytelling also sometimes includes call and response, which reflects how it contributed to the formation of modern African American music styles, such as rap and hip hop. Many West African griots play in genres such as desert blues and wessaloo, which are very similar to Western blues, jazz, soul, and funk, especially Motown. Similarities and differences. So, some of the similarities between griot and Vodoun music is that they both use spoken word when storytelling. They both have connections to West Africa, such as the Malian Empire and Nigeria. Both can feature call and response or other types of participation, like group participation. They can have background musicians and interaction with them, and they can both be used to connect with our ancestors and to honor them. They also can both have similar rhythms and use polyrhythms, which are two or more rhythms that are played at the same time in tempo, as well as similar instruments. As for the differences, griot music is mainly for historical preservation, even though it has spiritual connections. Haitian Vodoun music is mainly spiritual because it is for the practice of Vodoun. Griot music mostly uses string instruments, and Haitian Vodoun music uses more drums than griot music.
So here are some songs that we've chosen. Some examples are Ogu, which is a loi from Vodoun, this of Vodoun. Learn about the different loi, and Ogu is one of them, and Papa Simbi is another. And you can do even further research to understand what each loi is and what their purpose is and how to properly serve them, because there is a way to properly serve them in order to receive good fortune and protection from them.
Sorti loin, pas marcher traîner, m'rive pas ici, non mi ton nuit pour marcher de l'eau. Moi j'en veux pas l'eau, moi prends un bago, la chimé gêne, moi pas rien.
Papa Simbi, on a dit arrêtez, nous besoin gaulois, moun met la caillou. Papa Simbi, on a dit arrêtez, nous besoin gaulois, nous met la caillou. Ou petit jo malade, yal kouri kay Simbi. Koué enfant malade, yal kouri kay Simbi, Papa Simbi. Wadi yo rete, yo besoin gaulois, yo met la caillou. Papa Simbi, papa, wadi yo rete, yo besoin gaulois, yo met la caillou. Papa Simbi, papa, wadi yo rete, yo besoin gaulois, yo met la caillou. Les petits yo malades, yo kouri kay Simbi.
So the two songs that we chose to represent Griot music is Jarabi by Sona Jabarte and her band, and Interim by Fatoumata Diawara. Jarabi, which means beloved, is a song about the power of love, the longing for it, as well as the power of community. And Sona Jabarte is she's one of the most powerful lineages of griots in Africa. And she's the first female of a griot family to become a professional choir player. And then Interimi is about a man who went to travel far away to find a better life, leaving his friends and families behind. It is told from the perspective of his lover, who misses him a lot and painfully. And Fatoumata Diawara is from Mali.
Nkanu tara yorojana ale masonzi
Jarabi tara yorojana ale mason segima. Nderini ngabe disa ne jarabi ma fega nyalo nyela. Nderini ngabe disa ne kanu. I want to know.
Our interviews. So I chose to include an excerpt of an interview that I conducted with my mom, who is the one that taught me about Vodoun and what it is and what it means for us as a family, us as a people, and how important it is to celebrate the Loi and appreciate them and acknowledge them, as well as our ancestors that came before us. And it's very important to involve the experiences and storytelling of our families as a whole to keep the information as accurate and close to home as possible. The video currently is not available. I showed it a little bit in class, but if you would like to see the full video, subscribe to my mom's YouTube channel. Next, we will talk about some of our experiences with these genres. So, as a child, I went to church frequently with my mom before she essentially woke up and rediscovered Vodoun and the importance of celebrating it instead of shunning it. I didn't begin to adopt Vodoun in my life until recently, and I allowed myself to be indoctrinated by Christian values previously because that's what I was taught to accept. That's what I was taught to love and worship. I think Haitian Vodoun not necessarily is dying out, but the American Haitian might not know what it is because the Haitians born in Haiti sometimes are ashamed of celebrating the Luan Vodoun. For example, my own grandmother is like, anytime my mom talks about Vodoun and the Lua and the spirits to her, she immediately rebukes it, which I think is so interesting. And I think my people are kind of brainwashed. I think we've been taught to hate ourselves and our culture. Therefore, our country has been unable to further its development in the economy and the community as a whole.
Okay. So the reason why I chose African griot music is because I've always kind of liked this kind of music, specifically because it feels sort of healing and it's usually calm, but it's still danceable. African griot music is also very catchy and easy to sing along to for me. This music genre is kind of similar to Afrobeats, but it's also different because griots share cultural stories and important information, but not all Afrobeat artists do. I first got introduced to African griot music during my rites of passage, where I got to hear a lot of Fatamata Diawara's music. Eventually, I started to listen to the recommended songs that were related to her music on YouTube, and I heard like the similarities between her songs and other songs as well. I did a little bit of research and I found out that it was a genre in and of itself. So I still listen to it. In conclusion, we've learned many things that we didn't know previously about our genre.
Hopefully, with the information you've been given, you can do your own research and listen to these genres, determining if they resonate with you or not. That's the end. We're excited, and thank you so much for listening.
Peace.